There are many ways to catch fish depending on environmental conditions, purposes and scale of exploitation. For traditional fishing, people often use nets, hooks, nets, and traps to catch fish in rivers, lakes or coastal areas. Meanwhile, industrial fishing uses large ships with modern equipment such as purse seines, bottom trawls, or long lines to catch fish in large quantities. Some methods, such as electric fishing or explosives, are banned because they are harmful to the ecosystem. Applying sustainable fishing techniques helps protect aquatic resources, ensure livelihoods for fishermen, and protect the marine environment. In addition to popular fishing methods, some fishing communities also use traditional techniques such as setting traps. Nets or diving to catch fish in shallow waters. In offshore areas, fishermen can use large fishing vessels with radar systems and fish finders to locate fish schools, improving fishing efficiency. However, overfishing, using destructive methods such as nets with too small meshes, catching young fish, or using toxic chemicals can reduce fish resources and affect the habitat of many species. Therefore, many countries have issued strict regulations on fishing seasons, net sizes, as well as no fishing zones to protect marine ecosystems and maintain sustainable fishing. In addition to regulations on protecting fish resources, many sustainable fishing models have been applied to reduce negative impacts on the environment. Some fishermen have switched to using nets with appropriate mesh sizes to catch only fish that meet the standard size. Helping to protect young fish and maintain the natural regeneration of fish populations. In addition, selective fishing methods, such as handlines or traps, help reduce the bycatch of unwanted species, thereby limiting resource waste. Some coastal communities also combine exploitation with conservation by establishing marine reserves, prohibiting fishing during certain seasons to facilitate fish stocks recovery. At the same time, the application of modern technology such as fishing vessel monitoring equipment and GPS locators helps to better control fishing activities, avoiding violations of regulations on sea areas and fishing output. Thanks to these measures, fishing not only provides a stable source of income for fishermen, but also contributes to the protection of marine biodiversity and the sustainable development of the fisheries industry. In addition to improving fishing methods, many countries also encourage sustainable aquaculture models as a complementary solution to reduce pressure on wild fish exploitation. Models, such as sea cage fish farming in ecological ponds or applying water circulation technology help ensure a stable supply of seafood without depleting marine resources. In addition, Cooperation between fishermen and marine conservation organizations is also increasingly promoted. Many training programs help fishermen access environmentally friendly fishing techniques. Use equipment to minimize bycatch or limit negative impacts on the ecosystem. Some organizations also support the building of clean seafood brands. Sustainable fishing certification, such as MSC, Marine Stewardship Council, to help fishermen increase product value and access green consumer markets. Thanks to these efforts, the fishing industry is increasingly moving towards a balance between exploitation and conservation, contributing to maintaining aquatic resources for future generations. Raising public awareness, strictly enforcing marine protection policies and applying science and technology will help fisheries develop sustainably, bringing long-term benefits to both fishermen and marine ecosystems in addition to adopting sustainable fishing methods. Cooperation between countries in managing fishery resources also plays an important role. Many international organizations, such as the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, FAO, and the International Fisheries Commission, have established agreements to control fishing activities, especially in high seas, where no single country has jurisdiction. Close monitoring, sharing of data on fish migration, and regulations on catch quotas help reduce the risk of overfishing and protect common resources. In addition, the development of smart fishing technology is also changing the fishing industry. Satellite-based fish tracking devices, automated nets that open and close when the desired catch is reached, and sonar fish finders help optimize fishing without harming the environment. At the same time, many modern fishing vessels have been equipped with onboard cold storage systems, helping to maintain product quality and reduce post-harvest losses. However, despite many advances in technology and management, enforcement of regulations still faces many challenges. Illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing, IUU, still occurs in many places, negatively affecting the ecosystem and economy of coastal countries. Therefore, strengthening control, raising awareness of fishermen, and promoting international cooperation are important solutions to ensure the sustainable development of the fishing industry in the future. In addition to advanced management measures and technology, awareness of fishermen and communities plays an important role in protecting aquatic resources. Education and propaganda about the importance of sustainable fishing help fishermen understand the impact of unreasonable fishing methods and encourage them to apply environmentally friendly techniques. Training programs on marine conservation, selective fishing techniques and sustainable aquaculture models are being implemented by many organizations and governments to raise public awareness. In addition, the development of circular economic models in the fisheries industry also contributes to reducing resource waste. Waste products from fish processing, such as bones, scales, and viscera, can be recycled into animal feed, organic fertilizers or raw materials for the pharmaceutical industry. This not only helps to optimize the economic value of the catch but also reduces pressure on the environment. In the future, with the combination of strict management, application of modern technology, and raising public awareness, the fishing industry can develop in a more sustainable direction. Protecting aquatic resources is not only the responsibility of fishermen but also of the whole society. To ensure ecological balance and maintain important food sources for future generations. In addition to protecting aquatic resources, consumption trends also greatly affect the fishing industry. Today, consumers are increasingly interested in the origin and method of seafood exploitation, prioritizing products with sustainable fishing certifications such as MSC, Marine Stewardship Council, or ASC, Aquaculture Stewardship Council. This encourages fishermen and seafood businesses to switch to environmentally friendly fishing methods to meet market demand. In addition, the development of blockchain technology in the seafood industry helps to make the supply chain transparent. From fishing, transportation to distribution, consumers can trace the origin of products, ensuring that they are legally exploited, and do not negatively affect the environment. This not only helps to enhance the brand value of seafood businesses but also contributes to limiting illegal fishing and trade fraud. In the future, combining effective management policies, applying advanced technology and raising public awareness will be the key to helping the fishing industry develop in a sustainable direction. Maintaining the balance between exploitation and conservation not only helps to protect the marine environment but also ensures long-term livelihoods for millions of fishermen around the world in addition to technical and management measures. International cooperation plays an important role in protecting fishery resources and ensuring the sustainable development of the fishing industry. Many countries have signed international agreements to control fishing activities in common waters, set fishing quotas and protect endangered species. Organizations such as the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, FAO, and the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, also actively contribute to policy development, guiding sustainable fishing practices and monitoring the enforcement of regulations. A major challenge in the fisheries industry today is illegal, unreported and unregulated, IUU, fishing. This activity not only depletes fishery resources but also causes economic losses for coastal countries. To deal with this problem, many countries have applied modern monitoring technology such as Automatic Vessel Identification System, AIS, satellite tracking and strict control of fishing licenses. In addition, strict sanctions against fishing vessels have also been implemented to deter and prevent illegal fishing. In the future, the fishing industry needs to continue to innovate and adapt to changes in the environment and market demand. The combination of science and technology, management policies and cooperation between stakeholders will help the fishing industry develop in a sustainable direction, protect marine ecosystems and ensure important food sources for humanity. In addition to control and management measures, marine ecosystem restoration also plays an important role in protecting aquatic resources. Many countries have implemented fish regeneration programs by releasing fish fry into the natural environment, restoring coral reefs and protecting important fish breeding areas. Marine protected areas are established to facilitate the development of aquatic species, maintain biodiversity and support ecosystems to recover after years of overexploitation. In addition, the development of community-based fishing models, co-management fisheries, has brought positive effects. Instead of relying solely on government management, local fishing communities are empowered to participate in the planning and management of aquatic resources. This helps raise people's sense of responsibility, encourage them to use sustainable fishing methods and jointly monitor illegal fishing activities. In addition, with increasingly serious climate change, the fishing industry needs adaptive solutions to protect marine ecosystems and ensure fishermen's livelihoods. Increased ocean temperatures, seawater acidification and extreme weather events can greatly affect the growth of fish species and change their migration patterns. Therefore, scientists and fisheries experts are researching solutions such as developing more heat-resistant fish breeds. Improving aquaculture technology and establishing protected areas to mitigate the negative impacts of climate change. Overall, the fishing industry cannot rely on exploitation alone, but needs a combination of sustainable management, environmental restoration, and adaptation to natural changes. cooperation between countries, organizations, fishing communities and consumers will help protect fish stocks for the future, while ensuring that fishing remains a stable and reliable source of income in addition to management and conservation solutions. Increasing the value of products from fishing activities also contributes to promoting the sustainable development of the fisheries industry. Currently, instead of focusing only on large-scale exploitation, many countries have invested in deep processing and diversifying fish products to increase economic value. Products such as fish fillets, canned fish, fish cakes, fish oil or fish meal not only help optimize resources but also expand consumption markets, increase income for fishermen and businesses. In addition, developing tourism models associated with fishing also brings many benefits. Some coastal communities have exploited tourism potential through activities such as experiencing fishing with fishermen, visiting traditional fishing villages or enjoying fresh seafood right at the port. These models not only generate additional income, but also help raise tourists' awareness of the importance of protecting aquatic resources. In particular, the trend of green and sustainable consumption is increasingly influencing the seafood market. Modern consumers are not only concerned with quality but also with environmental and ethical factors in exploitation. Products with sustainable exploitation certification, transparent origin and no harm to the ecosystem will be increasingly popular. Therefore, the seafood industry needs to promote the application of traceability technology, improve product quality and comply with international standards to meet the needs of the global market. In general, the development of the fishing industry in a sustainable direction does not stop at the exploitation stage but must also be associated with processing, consumption and conservation of the marine environment. When all stakeholders, from fishermen, businesses, governments to consumers, work together to implement sustainable measures, the fisheries sector will be able to develop in a stable, sustainable and responsible manner towards nature. Another important aspect is the development of models of fisheries management and protection with community participation, helping to improve the sustainability of the fisheries sector. Community programs not only include monitoring and protecting aquatic resources, but also aim to build conservation funds and encourage environmentally friendly production and exploitation models. This creates a connection between economic benefits and natural resource protection. while contributing to raising awareness among fishermen and the community about the importance of maintaining marine resources. Innovation in science and technology also contributes to the sustainable development of the fisheries sector. Research into fish that can withstand harsh environments, such as high temperatures or salt water. Can help the aquaculture industry adapt to changes caused by climate change. Biotechnology, such as genetic engineering and gene editing, can be used to develop high-yielding fish that are less dependent on wild fish for food, thereby reducing pressure on marine ecosystems. In addition, international collaboration in research and technology sharing will make great strides in protecting and sustainably exploiting fish resources. Global marine research programs, such as projects studying the effects of climate change on fish species, can help countries adjust their fishing policies and strategies accordingly. Building joint information and research networks among international organizations, research institutes and countries also promotes the resolution of global challenges facing the fisheries sector.